Hi everyone, and welcome back to this series of stocks. Your host Levi with another video on investing. The whole reason why I'm doing this channel is to just share with you guys the lessons that I learned on investing and the twists and the turns that come my way when I pick stocks, and the ones that I love and maybe the ones that I should stay away from. And this is just a simple way for me to document and share with you the value of the tools and the resources that I come across in my investing journey. So I hope you come along with me and enjoy the videos that I produce each week, and I present them on Saturdays, so be watching for those. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and you'll be able to see those right away when I upload them. Today I wanted to share with you about a stock that I use for filing taxes every year. And so do 50 million other people use this for preparing their taxes. Now I know there's a lot of other companies that do the same thing and a lot of websites, but I wanted to share INTU with you. This is a very large company. Their market capitalization is around 75 billion now. They've been around for about 36 years. INTU, the company that created TurboTax, QuickBooks, and even the app called Mint, helps individuals and small businesses with their finances. It used to be that you would have to have a particular professional do your taxes, or have special advisors, manage your books when you had a small business. But that's all changed now. And so INTU has made some really great tools to help the average person out in this area. So INTU, over the past 36 years, has built up their stock price to around $280 around the time of this recording. But the really amazing thing about this is that the stock price only started at $2.65. So if you think about it in the big picture, it's grown over 100 times in its value. So it just goes to show, if you hold a stock for years and years, the bigger return. And that can probably be the most difficult aspect of investing, and that is to just buy a stock and hold it forever until you have to sell it for one reason or another. But quickly back to INTU. Such a weird name, right, for a company. Anyways, they're still a great company, and here's just a quick few charts for you of the trends for INTU. So here's a chart of the revenue for INTU over the past 2 years, and you can see that there's been a good steady increase in the annual revenue for INTU. Over the quarters, you can see that there's a definite pattern, and at the bottom third there you can see that there's good year-over-year increase every quarter. Revenue is a very important one to pay attention to, and the reason why I say that is because you want to see if the company is grabbing more customers or are they losing customers. And revenue is a very key way to see that. Are they convincing more investors to invest in their company? Are they going out and actually convincing people to buy their product? Is their product actually useful to people? So that's the questions that business people ask themselves and the average person. Now here's a quick chart of the net income for INTU. Think of it this way. How much money are they going to have left over at the end after they sell the product to the customer, and after the cost of producing the product, marketing it, shipping it to the customer? How much is the company really going to have left? And you can see by the chart here for the net income for INTU that over the 12 months, trailing 12 months, it's been a steady increase. But here on this chart, you can see that it's been almost flat in a couple quarters, just a little negative, and they're faltering just a little bit. So that's just something to look out for and watch with a company. You know, a good healthy company, each quarter they're actually increasing their net income, and that's a very good sign. So just be looking out for that when looking at these trends with a business. And this is a tool that I like to use called macrotrends.net. There are other tools out there that just show you the numbers, may display a little differently, but I find this one to be very useful. You can glance at it, get a good idea of how it's doing. All right, here's another quick chart of the long-term debt for Intuit. And you can see that Intuit has actually steadily over each quarter paid down their loans. Recently, they just took out another big loan. And so we'll have to see if they're able to continue that trend and pay it off each quarter. So long-term debt is another important thing to look at. And think about it this way. If you have a credit card and you use for your budget and to get by with your expenses, and do you steadily pay it off, or is it increasing each month, each year? That's the same way you can think about a stock and to look at their long-term debt to see, is it increasing or is it decreasing? And in this situation, you can see that Intuit is actually doing a good job in decreasing their debt. You can see here by this last bar on the right, for their most recent quarter, they reported that they actually did take out another big loan. And that could be simply for expanding or investing in a particular piece of equipment or software that might actually help them generate more cash in the future. But overall, each time they've made a big loan, then they actually take the time to pay it off. This screenshot I grabbed from Yahoo Finance app. I just like how they display the last 4 quarters for quarterly earnings. The white dot there just shows the analyst expectations for that company and how much they think that company will make. And the green dot there shows the actual reportings from Intuit. So you can see over the past 4 quarters that they've just barely beat expectations. So that's just something to watch out for. In other stocks, you'll see that they sometimes really wildly beat the expectations and do really well. So that's just something for Intuit that they'll have to really watch out for. So the competitors for Intuit are TaxSlayer, TaxAct, Free Tax USA, and Liberty Tax Online. Most of these companies are private, so they don't disclose their earnings, but Intuit should really pay attention and make sure that they offer a good service to people who want to file taxes through them. So my final thoughts for Intuit are that it is in my portfolio and I've had it for some time, but recently over the past couple of quarters, maybe a year, it hasn't done too much in stock price. And as an investor, the initial reaction is to become impatient and just sell it off and try to go for the next big stock. But, you know, me being a young guy and having some years ahead of me, I think that other great investors would have the opposite choice and decision, which is to hold on to the stock and wait it out and be patient. So there's very little competition as far as other companies that are publicly traded, such as H&R Block. You know, their market capitalization is only $4 billion compared to Intuit's, which is $75 billion. So here's a quick comparison of the two stocks and the prices movement of the two. So you can see there's a clear night and day difference between the two companies. Have you ever wondered where I got this screenshot from? It's called the Robinhood app, and you've probably heard about it in the news or seen it online. This app really allows me to quickly see at a glance what the stock price has done in the past couple of years. Also, if you can see that it also allows me to quickly see the last 4 quarters for INTU and how they've either beaten or fallen short of the analysts' expectations. They'll have to look at ways to decrease the expense and the cost for people filing taxes. There are competitors out there that are offering it at a cheaper price, maybe a little more difficult to do, a little more work on the customer side, but we'll see. INTU will have to be innovative and continue to make the process easier for individuals, small businesses, when it comes to their money and managing it. Let me know what you guys think of INTU. Is there something that you love about TurboTax, Quicken, or the Mint app? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. And hit that bell icon if you do want to see the videos I upload right away. I'll see you guys in the next video.